guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
what the NFL in Brazil was really like. Let's see what it was.
We are watching the first ever NFL game in Brazil. This is the first time the NFL has made its way to South America, and for a very good reason. NFL International reported that Brazil is the third largest international fan base with 36 million fans, just behind Canada.
So it was the first time, because I didn't know when we watched Anita if it was the first time ever, but I guess it was.
And Mexico. This is pretty wild when you consider the fact that the NFL has been having games in Europe for well over a decade. Brazilians are buzzing with excitement about the game being held in their home country. But Packers and Eagles players are not sharing that same sentiment. A.J. Brown said he's not leaving his room. Josh Jacobs said the team will be followed around with armored vehicles. Devontae Smith chose not to comment, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson questioned if the game should even be played. And they may have a point. Just this week, Brazil had huge wildfires. They banned the use of Twitter, and the U.S. Department of Safety put out a travel advisory noting to exercise extreme caution in Brazil due to crime. On top of that, there are rumors circulating that it's not safe to wear green, which happens to be both teams' primary color.
Why is it not safe to wear green? That's interesting. Is that like a gang color in Brazil? Huh?
We'll see about that. So we decided to travel 5,000 miles to get boots on the ground to truly see what a Brazil NFL experience is like. We went to the first ever NFL game in Germany, which ranked #1 out of 105 snapback experiences. And we also went to the most recent game in Mexico City, which only ranked at number 61. So now it's time to see where...
How do you even remember every single game to like rank that? Like, so he went to 105 games. How do you remember the 78 game was like versus the 76 to put someone in the...
put notes, categories, so what's the basic
No, interesting, okay.
So
I guess, yeah, he probably has like a criteria and he... Okay. We'll see where he ranks in Brazil, and that's interesting.
We're in Sao Paulo at the Corinthians Arena. This is Snapback Experiences, our journey to find the greatest sports experience in the world.
Here we go, room tour. Beautiful downtown Sao Paulo. Unfortunately, no break between toilet and sink. So I'm going to be you're going to be showering. It's just how it goes.
Totally booked 2 beds.
No, I purposely booked 1 bed, me, you, and the Rizzler.
It is officially 4 hours till game time, so we just got ready to head out to the Corinthians, but I got a text from my friend who said he left 3 hours ago in an Uber and is still not at the stadium. So that has put us in a tricky situation. Now we have to take the subway, and for the first time all trip, I'm feeling a bit uneasy. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull the camera out, show you that the ride was okay. Hopefully we'll see you on the other side, but we got to get to the game somehow.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's for to refill, I think.
Food?
This is interesting. So they like TikTokers, I guess, because of, you know, the text and everything. And they're only... I think they're most of their, like, income, I assume, comes from TikTok, Instagram, because they're... On YouTube, they only have like 20k subscribers, so, and you know, they've been to like 100 plus NFL games, so they're not doing this off YouTube. So this is, because even you see the text on the bottom, that's like very like a TikTok thing too.
Serious.
And just the editing, you can tell how, you know, each frame is like 3-5 seconds, you know, because for that TikTok short attention span.
We cut off the camera here because we thought we were in serious trouble, but local Brazilian and new Packers fan luckily came to our rescue.
We made it to the stadium. Shout out Luca. Luca saved the day. And I'm wearing green, as you can see, because Luca explained to us all that stuff was completely false. Obviously, it is true when Palmeiro plays at the Corinthians, but when it's an American game, an NFL game, there's absolutely no problem. The subway was nicer than the New York City subway. All my uneasiness is out the door, thankfully, to Luca. So right over there is Corinthians Stadium. Right out front is a tailgate spot. So they have an all-inclusive tailgating. And the coolest thing we've seen so far is the Brazil soccer jerseys, but in the Packers players. The other coolest thing we saw was the blue alternate Jalen Hurts jersey.
I hate the Eagles fans, but you also love them. If you like ingrain yourself and decide like I'm gonna just be an Eagles fan, they're the GOAT. Like I think Eagles are my second team. Stamp it.
All right, let's go find some Packers fans. What have you thought about Brazil?
That's awesome, man. Honestly, like all the chaos and scare.
I wonder what's like, you know, of the attendance, how many people that attended are actually Brazilians and how many flew from the States to attend in Brazil. That's kind of, I wonder if that statistic is available.
You know what I want them to do? They had to go to the game Argentina versus Colombia and Miami.
Oh.
How would they rank that NFL? No, it's not NFL. Sorry, soccer.
Soccer.
Oh, they don't do soccer.
I don't know if they do. They do, I think, all sports. We can check if they did go to that. I don't know what they upload. We can go his, because that would be interesting. If they have gone to that game, that would be interesting.
Because surprisingly, they didn't beef up security. There's not
Yeah.
enough security.
Air tactics. I was like, I mean, I've people. Yeah, it's been awesome. So.
We had a meeting yesterday, like a whole bunch of don't do's, and I'm just trying to go down there, win a football game, come back home, and all this stuff. You know, I'm probably gonna be my man.
Why do you think the American media was telling lies about Brazil?
Brazil is not as safe as America, like most of it. But I mean, if you compare to Philly, no offense to Philly, okay.
Probably to scare the players more. I think.
Americans don't have the opportunity to come, to visit, to see.
I do think it was a little bit to scare the players because sports players are known to like go out in the clubs, and I think it was more so like don't do, because shit happens at night. So I think it was more so to scare the players.
What's the country really about, you know?
And are you an NFL fan?
Oh, I'm a Cardinals fan since 2008.
Wow, and you got the Pat Tillman jersey.
Yeah, for the history.
So, would you rather the Broncos and for you the Saints win a Super Bowl or Brazil wins the 2026 World Cup?
I don't care about the World Cup. Bro, Nick, give me the Super Bowl, man. I beg of you, just give me the damn Super Bowl. I'm tired of the pain.
Have you met any Americans besides me?
Oh yeah, I have a very good friend, Jay. He's from Florida.
So what do you think about America?
I love America.
Yeah?
Yes, I love the USA. I have a dream to watch the Super Bowl live. So let me.
The Cardinals playing?
That's something with not. I don't want to talk about it. So,
Who's your favorite Saints player of all time?
It's gotta be Drew Brees, I think.
I assume yours is Peyton Manning.
Gotta be Von Miller, man. I mean, he's your favorite player.
My favorite player is Marlon Humphrey. Do you know him?
Yeah, I know.
Did you see what he did?
Yeah, I mean, it was not.
I don't know. I didn't see. I don't follow football like that.
I follow football, but for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
was that good? When he got torched last night, I was actually pretty happy. Hey, favorite Woody, thank you so much, man. Keep fighting the good fight, brother.
So I do a podcast with Marlon Humphrey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You also can send it to him.
Yes.
Marlon, you better watch what you talk about Brazil, my man.
I'm a little bit less angry than him.
He's
We
funny.
are very prideful people.
But it wasn't cool what you said.
We are not to be messed with. Keep Brazil's name on your mouth.
there's something you do in the soccer stadium.
All right, teach it to me.
Don't say it, I got you.
Okay.
You're just gonna say, hey, Jay, bro. Vai tomar no cu. Something like this, you know.
Vai tomar no cu.
Don't keep saying this like out loud. It's not something. Inside the stadium, Jay.
Okay. Say what you just said to me.
I love NFL international games. Honestly, I hate America. Everyone is mean and miserable and makes. Everyone here is so nice. They couldn't be more excited to welcome us here. They couldn't be more excited to have the game. I love Brazil. Everything the Eagles said. AJ Brown.
You gotta take that jersey off.
Maka Maka. It means AJ Brown, go yourself. And we're chanting it until night ends here tonight.
So we're walking the stadium right now. We've had an incredible experience with Luca, literally saving our lives, getting us here. The American media lying and the ostracizing and the scare tactics, insane. Never felt safer. Subway was.
I don't think it was like lying. I think it's more so no better safe than sorry. That type
Because
of thing.
I feel like USA is tired having to bail out, tourists out of other
Yeah,
countries
'cause-
again. You're in trouble again, and you want us to figure you out,
Right.
like out of jail or
Yeah,
something.
'cause-
I think they're tired.
Because people don't know how to act sometimes.
They think
so-
rules don't apply.
Yeah, they think they come to a foreign country and they think the laws are the same as in America, and I think it was more so that thing. It wasn't. They have to do it. I think.
Clean. People are nice. Like, yeah, don't be an idiot. Walk around with your phone out, with jewelry hanging out. Like, sure, but you wouldn't do that in New York
Even like
City.
me holding this camera out, just
Are you nervous at all right now?
not at all.
So we're not going to wait in line. Looks like about an hour wait. But one thing we caught in this sneak peek was that team jerseys, they're selling all teams. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. People living in Brazil, they don't have an NFL shop down here. They can obviously buy online, but they get to get one in person. Who would you get if you were a Brazilian fan? I mean, they got Justin Herbert jerseys there.
Jesus. Who would you get?
I'll get that one.
He literally choked up Jordan Jose Flowers last night.
We've talked to the Brazilian fans, and now it is time to head inside and see what that stadium looks like.
It looks so nice. That's marble. Yeah, I'm expecting that.
Easily the best part about soccer stadiums is usually there's not a bad seat in the entire house. So we're, in theory, in the top level. Every single seat in the stadium is at least
That's a huge ass stadium, though. That is incredible size stadium. Wow.
8
I
out of
don't
10.
know if it's big or not. To me, they all look big.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, it does look. It just looks big. Yeah. I don't know like how big it is compared to the States or anything. Yeah. But it looks big. How is it supposed to be a home team? It's in Brazil. The people,
It's supposed to be a home team.
or whatever. So what? They gave free tickets for Eagles fans to like fly out.
The first ever game in Brazil.
Hurts fumbles the snap. Green Bay's right there. They jump on it.
What's your first touchdown, Brian?
Musgrave in the game, 3rd and inches.
Oh, God.
Flash drop. 2 for 2. Hurts looking the other way. Lost it. Barkley, end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With the 4 yards. It is Reed on the jet sweep. Reed showing off the speed inside the 20. He could go, and he will. Jaden Reed. And it's Barkley. Barkley.
Oh wow!
Trying a pork shoulder at the NFL game in Brazil. All right, you try this. I'm a little confused. I think it's got teriyaki. Is that possible?
I think it's amazing. I really taste teriyaki. There's a brown sauce, but I don't know what this is, but it's great. That's what I only thought. The pork shoulder you saw was getting chopped up fresh. That's fine.
I wonder what's the price. They did show like briefly the menu, but I couldn't make it out the price. I wonder if they're gonna say.
Before heading back in for the second half, we got in touch with Luca so we could pay him back for saving our lives on the subway.
Luca?
Yes?
You saved our life. Thank you very much. But how did you become a Packers fan?
His fault. Yeah, his fault. First game that we watched was a Packers game. I fell in love for the team. It was natural, man. It was something natural.
When I approached you, what was your first thought? Besides these stupid Americans?
I'm just trying to help you.
Was he hiding his pockets? Was he like this?
No. You both are a nice guy, so I was just trying to help.
I appreciate it. What we do in America, I give you this. You guys have a great time. Beer, food, just take it. Just take it. Just take it. And also, please forgive Marlon Humphrey.
This camel,
Good time. Lost it over the top. Brown's got it. There goes A.J. Brown. Blinding speed. Brown. Touchdown.
I like to say AJB, double move.
Yeah, that's the soccer chance. I don't think you could have chance like that in an NFL game. So for them, for the players, must be a little new experience.
Saquon Barkley could be gone for his 4th tud of the night. He may need to move to Brazil. This will be the best game he ever plays in his life.
Clutch. Hurts. Directing traffic. Looking end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
Jalen Hurts has the most interceptions in the Southern Hemisphere in the history of the world.
Delivers. Incomplete. And the Eagles in this battle of heavyweights start the season with a win.
What a game, what a night. The first ever game in Brazil for the NFL. We're headed back to America to give our full snapback experience tour. We'll see you in the studio.
We had so much fun in Brazil. We spent the next day exploring what the city of Sao Paulo had to offer and came across Ibirapuera Park, which for two New Yorkers was Central Park on steroids.
Park is insane.
They had everything from bike riding, basketball, soccer, beautiful scenery on the water, restaurants, cafes, and so much more. We were blown away with just how nice this was and spent almost our entire day exploring.
This is certainly one of the most beautiful places Snapback Experiences has ever brought us in my entire life. I was a skeptic with all the other skeptics, but boy, is this paid off.
We've made it back to North America, and we are back at the Snapback Sports Studio. Time to rate out our experience in Brazil.
So maybe they tell us how they do the ratings.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Maybe there's like a breakdown or something, because that's interesting, yeah.
Against our other NFL international games of Munich and Mexico City, see where
Yeah, so they have some sort of like a ranking system, right? So we'll see.
out. Starting with fans and atmosphere, they got a 7.3 out of 10. That is a strong score. They brought a lot. They booed the Eagles, which I thought was amazing.
7.3. So I wonder what is a 10 then, because this looked like a pretty impressive atmosphere.
So you're saying how much the fans participate?
Right, like overall just the atmosphere. Because I felt like the atmosphere was good.
Then I would have to see maybe one of their higher ranking ones, videos.
Yeah, we probably should watch the Munich.
Yeah.
They were singing their songs loud. They sang the national anthem really loud and proud, which gave me the chills before the game started. But again, it's none of their real teams, so it doesn't get that loud on like a third down. But overall, a very good crowd, and everyone we met at the game was super nice and super fun to be with. The next category was food, which got a 6.6 out of 10. Jack didn't really like the sandwich, so I did most of the eating as I usually do. I thought the sandwich was really, really good. I mean,
I wonder how do they pick like exactly what to eat to make it fair? Because I think they pick something fairly unique to eat outside of like a hot dog that you would typically get at a game.
No, it looked like a Philly cheesesteak sandwich kind of. So I think they pick something that would be similar to what they would eat home. I mean, this is not like a food review channel, so take it for what it's worth.
Chopping that pork fresh on the grill. It was about as fresh as it gets at a stadium. The only thing is they didn't have the line situation figured out much, so a very rare food review where we only tried one item, but the item was good. 6.6 I think is a fair score.
I was also bummed we didn't get to try some of the stuff, the kebabs, like more Brazilian food.
Yeah,
But it's
I
always
guess
cool.
the line system really dug off points from their food experience.
Yeah, it seems maybe Brazil wasn't like fully ready for it.
When we go to these special events, we do India, Pakistan, cricket, they have food that's catered to the event. Same thing here.
Ooh,
The next
wow.
category is
Today.
uniqueness. They scored a 9 out of 10 here. First game in Brazil, what else can we say? We didn't have any extra access.
So what is a 10? Like, I do want to see like a 10s, because to kind of see what they're looking for. Because I feel like in terms of uniqueness,
That's such an interesting category to give a rating of uniqueness.
Player
Like
access.
it's the first game ever, so it is unique by definition. It's
Yeah,
the
I
first
think
ever.
it
You cannot
should
compare
be
it to
10.
anything. Yeah.
We really didn't do much outside of attending the first NFL game in Brazil, which is why it didn't reach a 10 or a high 9, but a 9 on unique.
Okay, so then because they didn't do much outside, but that's kind of your fault, isn't it? Though I don't know.
That's always going to pump up the score, which is why I said to Casey off the air, what if we went back to Brazil? Where would this experience rate? We wanted to rate this experience
Maybe
overall.
not outside to explore Brazil, but part of the NFL experience, because they said there was no really like extra events for the NFL Brazil experience, like backstages to go see this. Like that. I think that's what they mean.
Okay.
All much, much higher. But we have to take into account this was the first one. The second time it might not be as unique. And our final category got a 6.4. This was highly debated between us off the air before we came to a conclusion here.
What this category is called gameplay?
Gameplay,
like
yeah.
how the players are playing?
Stadium and city, I guess.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, let's see the expire.
Casey wanted to score much higher. You love the park, you love the people, and you love the game and the stadium. I was left high on those things. I think what Casey got confused with was expectations. We thought it was going to be dangerous. The people were so nice. We thought it was going to be a headache getting to and from the game. It was super easy. We thought the stadium might not be the greatest stadium. It was beautiful when we walked in with the marble. level. So we kind of tempered it down from what Casey had. I came up. We met in the middle.
Is the gameplay rating versus other football games we've been to, or versus all gameplay across all sports? Because any football game is
That's a valid point. What do you compare it to?
probably going to be better than, essentially outside of the Cubs walk-off, better than any baseball game we go to. So that's something that we're going to need
I
to
don't
nail
know
down.
if I agree with that, right? We're actually been pretty lucky to see some great gameplays.
All right.
So that leads us to our final score. Drum roll, please. And we land at a 7.14. That is the same exact score as the Alabama Crimson Tide when I was down there for Texas versus Bama. It's right above the Pittsburgh Pirates and New York Liberty. How do we feel about that score?
I don't feel good about it. For me, this was easily a top 10 experience, whether it's just because of how unique it was. Maybe we need to change our weighing of our rankings.
So where does it play?
I thought it was a top 10 experience. It lands at 24, which I think is home.
24.
Not bad.
Out of 108 or 5, they said.
Set 105, so now we 106. So that's not bad.
That's quite high.
Yeah, that's pretty
for
high.
A new experience, first time
ever,
international
yeah.
game.
I think that's a solid score.
The fact that it's near a Pittsburgh Pirates game just feels like outlandish.
It does.
Oh.
But Brazil was great. Over expectation, was not my favorite place I've ever been in the world.
Sure.
We are comparing it to a few things here. Munich, number 1 on our list, 8.92. Was it close to that?
I think so.
Was it close to
Closer.
Mexico City, which ranked
And we
in
have to
fifth?
see Munich then. How they
Yeah.
experience
Not
Munich.
close to Mexico City.
And you just did Dublin. Make sure you check out that video here. That got a 7.91. That was 7th all time.
Yeah.
Because
Was
then
it
we
that-
can say, was it
Yes,
fair, was it better or
Yeah.
not, based on our own ranking system.
Yeah.
Experience was
Using their
just
criteria.
marginally underdog.
I just don't think I had that much fun with you. So that's our score.
Ah ha 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 ha.
But an interesting channel, guys. Let us know if you're interested in seeing more reactions from them, because pretty
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, we don't react like that much to sports, I guess. We
I
react-
could.
Right. We reacted to this because, Brazil, and we have a lot of, Brazil subscribers. You guys wanted us to see this. But Brazil aside, this was interesting from sports perspective as well. So let us know if you're interested in others.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.